Hi, Henshams. I'm not racist. I'm not racist. Because I forget all of the holidays, not just Martin Luther King Day. I forget Columbus Day, which is like anti-racist because that holiday is super racist against Native Americans. Charlie, hi. Forget Memorial Day. I forget. What's the other one? That's like Memorial Day, Labor Day. Because we don't get any of those off work in the bakery. We're open every single day of the year, including Christmas, because my job sucks. But how's it going, guys? It's good to see everyone. Happy Tuesday. Technical Tuesday. Everything's gonna light on fire. It's a given. It's a given, but maybe we'll get to play some Subnautica before it does. You can finally keep up with Hold the Line? Wait, are you playing it on keyboard, Dakey? I'm confused, because I know you said you just got an amp. That's all you're playing, right? Keyboard? Or did you... Was it you that said you had a bass? Who the heck was I talking to who said they had a bass too? I was playing Rocksmith today. I haven't touched my bass guitar in months, and it was bad. It was bad. It was like my fingers were just like sticks of salami, and I was just slapping them against the bass, and I didn't know how to do anything. Oh, my fingies hurt. You plan your whole year around Martin Luther King Day. I'm sure you do, Henshams. I'm sure you do. I don't find that hard to believe at all. Randomness on the road is normally the only real rule you try and stick to is 12 hours rest minimum between shifts. As much as possible. 12 hours rest minimum. That's not too bad, Hobo. They don't work you to the bone from the sounds of it. Which makes sense if you're doing stuff that's pretty mentally focused and physically focused. You gotta be top shape, or people probably get hurt. I'm holidayist, yes. How's it going, Ricky? You see the kitty? Hidden kitty. You just see her butt now. Cancels out the rest. Columbus Day. Columbus Day is the worst holiday. Why do we celebrate Columbus Day? With how everything has become so politically correct, why is Columbus Day still celebrated in this country? That is the worst. How's it going, Whippledip? Is Australia Day a racist holiday? That doesn't sound like a racist holiday. Did you join a band? Are you a bassist? No! I'm just playing on my own. I'm playing Rocksmith. You may have missed my brief stint with Rocksmith Henshams, which is a game that's like Guitar Hero, but you can use an actual bass. I played that for a couple of months, and then I decided I sucked at it, and I've been playing it a little bit off stream on and off, but not enough to really get good at it. But it's fun. Panda, how's it going, Panda? Why is playing bass sexist? That doesn't make any sense. I cannot play a regular guitar. I really can't. I can kind of play the bass at a level that isn't painful for people to listen to, but I tried playing the regular guitar and it was not good, and it's more so because of the size of my hands. Like, I don't know how people make some of the chords that they do with the hands as small as I have. I know kids play the guitar. Some kids take guitar lessons and they make it work. So if little kids can do it, I can probably do it. But it hurts. It hurts, and I'm fragile. I don't know. Those kids might be tough. 4 bass strings are 2 times more expensive than 6 guitar strings because they probably use more, whatever the material is. Nickel? I forget. Steel? Whatever they're made out of. They probably use more of it altogether than guitar strings do because they're a lot thicker. So that makes sense. In Denmark, you are legally entitled to 5 weeks of paid holidays. Come here and share your American Italian pastries with us. That sounds amazing, Kuthwolf. You're lucky here if you're gainfully employed full-time. You're lucky if you get like 2 weeks paid vacation time. Like and at my job, you get basically your vacation time is based on how many hours you work. Dangy! You said a bad word. You said a bad word, Diggy. I forgot that was in there. Scampybot was so quick on that. Oh no, I can't even see what you said, Diggy, except I see the Nickelback ping on Scampybot, so I'm assuming it's related to that. Columbus Day is rebranded Indigenous Peoples Day? Is that a real thing? Henships, I can't tell when you're trolling me or if that's a real thing. But I wouldn't be surprised. You celebrate witch burnings on Midsummer's Eve! Awesome, that's just like Halloween in Salem. Salem was the home of the witch trials in Massachusetts. You still want to do tank? Tank is so hard, Tanky. I don't know how it is on keyboard. It's super hard on bass. It is difficult. I made Fartknock play it, and he nailed it, but I cannot. It's the day the first fleet arrived, which the Aboriginal population correctly objects to considering what happened to them afterwards. So basically, it's your equivalent of Columbus Day, Whippledip. It's the holiday celebrating the indigenous peoples getting freaking obliterated by invaders. That's great. We have such excellent holidays. How's it going, Ghost? It's good to see you. It's been a bit. An uncle who played bass, he used to do exercises with his fingers. That is a good idea, and I have to look into doing that. Like hand exercises and also, like, not chords, I don't know what you want to call them on bass, but just basically exercises that will make my fingers faster, because what happens is they have really bad technique, so my fingers, instead of being like gently arched like they're supposed to be, I end up like keeping them flat and just slapping them. What's happening? Congratulations! I can't see you guys. I can't. Hold on. Congratulations! Crucifix! I missed you even coming in. I missed you coming in. I see the emote now. Crucifix. Crucifix is like working his butt off with the government shutdown. And he still stops by and says hi and just gifts a bunch of freaking subs. Crucifix! That's really nice of you. Thank you. Thank you for all the sub gifts! I gotta welcome everyone that I didn't even see come in here yet. Congratulations! Crucifix! Thank you for gifting all those subs to Twi'lek and Jojo and Henshims and Ricky and on Terror. Thank you. Also, hi guys. I didn't say hi to Twi'lek. Hi Twi'lek. Hi Jojo. Hi Henshims is already here. Hi Ricky is already here. Hi Unter. Hi Crucifix. Ah, I can barely hear Cruel Angel's thesis. Congratulations. Congratulations! Congratulations, guys. Please enjoy those little shrimp is fine emotes and little sub badges, courtesy of Evil Crucifix, who is incredibly generous. Incredibly generous, dude. I really appreciate it, Crucifix. He's one of my OG viewers, so I'm always just happy when he stops by. Wait, so it is a thing? Indigenous Peoples Day? I'm trying to wrestle Charlie on Terror, but she's hefty. She's so hefty. Also, how have you been, Jojo? It's been a bit. How's school going? Communities put up big bonfires, share food, and play music. People sing and dance, and then set the big pile on fire with a witch effigy. That sounds like something out of The Wicker Man. Good Wolf. That's a holiday. That's an actual holiday, and not just something that happened in The Wicker Man. Chords are still called chords on bass. Yeah, but it's not chords. Maybe scales? What's the word I'm looking for? It's arpeggios on piano. I don't know. I need bass exercises. Oh, Fartknock's here. Hi, Fartknock. Speaking of bass. Hi, JK. How's it going? How's it going, guys? Charlie is stout. She thick. She a thick kitty. The thickest kitty. This is a congratulations stream now. She's a brick. Cat. Wait, she's a brick. Meow. Fartknock, I was playing Rocksmith earlier, and It was real bad. It was real bad. But I tried. It's been months since I actually picked up my bass because I looked at the last time I played Rocksmith and it was depressing. So I'm like, I'm gonna play today for a couple of hours. And I forgot how much when you stop playing for a while, when you start playing again, your fingers just get shredded if you play too long because there's no calluses. So my fingies are hurting a little bit, but it was fun. I played some stuff. I really gotta practice again because I feel like I'm starting at square one again. But it would be fun to do a Rocksmith stream again sometime. Practice does makes better. You gotta practice. I've been too busy binge watching Hannibal to do anything lately. I got a TV, and now instead of doing productive, creative stuff, I just lump and watch TV or play video games. Charlie, hi. Hey. Gonna sit? No. Sit. You haven't seen Age the last few times you checked in. Does he still come by? Yeah, he's his work schedule's a little weird, so a lot of times when I'm streaming he's still at work. He works a little bit later. Right now he's currently at a first aid class giving CPR to a dummy because he texted me a picture. So that's a priority. He's gotta learn how to save those dummies' lives in times of need. Yeah, the calluses, they're really important. And I forgot how important they were until I tried to play Rocksmith for 2 hours straight today. Not only the calluses, but just your posture. Like, my back hurts. I'm so frail. Just from sitting wrong when holding the instrument and putting too much pressure with your hands. It's very easy to tense up and sit really badly and fuck up your body. Like, one of the Rocksmith streamers that I watch, he has had to take a significant amount of time off of streaming Rocksmith because his hands are so messed up from, his arm and his hand is all messed up from playing so much Rocksmith. It's one of your favorite times of the year. You sing, "We love our country as is tradition," really wholesome and nice. And then you burn the witch. It's wholesome and nice until you burn the witch effigies. Good wolf. So wholesome. Good old fashioned wholesome family witch burning. Sounds like a good time. Age is a lie. Age still hasn't revealed his face. He could be a lie, and you guys wouldn't know it. You've heard his voice. If you've seen him stream, you've heard his voice, but you don't know if he's a real person or not, because he's too shy. Can you? He's settled. Hi. You gonna be a good loaf? Yep. Unless you play like a classical guitarist, you do really need to be standing up with a comfortable strap. Yeah, I've only seen a couple of the Rocksmith streamers stand up. Most people sit down, which my lazy ass, that's the only way I think I would be playing, streaming Rocksmith instead of standing for 3 or 4 hours, which is what I do at work, but it definitely seems to be preferable. CPR is a good skill. Is it true with CPR that you have to break the ribs to do it effectively, or is that a myth? I feel like that's a myth, right? I feel like you're doing it wrong if you break the ribs. That's been perpetuated. Pretty close to Salem. Burning witches is taboo. It's taboo. It's not. It's actually like touristy. It's exploited. Like Salem around Halloween is a zoo. I don't want to go anywhere near Salem around Halloween because of how many tourists there are there, and they do like the witch hunt tours and all that spooky stuff, graveyard tours. They exploit, you know, the many women and men who were, was it men? I'm sure some men were accused of being witches. The people who were murdered, you know, just exploit them for deaths. A kindergarten gets to put together a big fancy effigy for the community to burn. Well, it really does sound like you're describing the plot of The Wicker Man. Have you seen The Wicker Man? Maybe it was inspired by this ceremony. Was The Wicker Man? The Wicker Man was in like Scotland or something. Forget where it was set, but it was somewhere that had a similar celebration where they burned a giant effigy You've seen his face? No, you haven't, Hensham. No way. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. The only person who's seen his face is T-Shirt Wizard. If anyone wants the DL on Age's face, well, aside from me, but if anyone wants the DL on Age's face, you gotta ask me or T-Shirt. We're the only two who know what he looks like. You started standing up all the time to play because your ass hurts. You do kind of long streams, Farnock. You do like 3 hours usually, don't you? That's rough, just playing an instrument for that long. It really is. But standing up hopefully will help. It's just tough because then you gotta rearrange your camera and the mic and the green screen and all that stuff, I bet, to get your whole upper body in the frame. Do not break ribs. You will often break the ribs. Broken ribs are not required, but it's common consequence. I thought ribs are pretty tough. How hard are you pushing to break them? It just happens. Otherwise you don't compress the lungs enough. Oof. Remind me never to choke on anything. I don't want my ribs to be broken. You can break the sternum? Oh god. Oh, with the elderly, yeah, because they're so fragile, they got like bird bones. Right, remind me never to get old and also never to choke on anything. And definitely not both at once. Badass rescue style for someone drowning, knock them out so they don't drag you down, crack their ribs. Reviving? That doesn't sound like fun. You haven't seen The Wicker Man? That's okay, it's a weird movie. It's a very weird movie. I don't know if I would recommend it. I don't know if anyone else has seen The Wicker Man. It was on Shudder, which is my new favorite streaming service. Should get a freaking Twitch sponsorship from Shudder with how much I mention them. But they do mostly horror movies or schlocky movies, and they actually have a lot of weird not Japanese horror movies, but like Japanese Yakuza crime dramas too. So it's like they made this streaming service specifically for my interests in movies between the horror and the Yakuza drama. But they had The Wicker Man on there, and I was expecting it to be like scary, but it's just kind of weird, and there's like singing. There's like an ass-naked lady within the first 5 minutes or like 10 minutes or so just dancing around singing. It's very weird. I didn't break any ribs! Hi RSJ, how's it going? Great Pearl Jam song? I don't think I know Wicker Man. I know some Pearl Jam songs. I'm not like a huge Pearl Jam fan. I did play a few on the bass and they're kind of difficult for me. You strap a bit of fireworks to the witch effigy so she'll How big is this witch effigy? Just picturing this like straw thing like shooting off into the distance. With like toy rockets strapped to it. Oh, you're making a Better Man parody. I got you. I got you, Henchums. Infants? Oh my god, infant CPR. Yeah, because you gotta be so careful. Babies are squishy. Babies are actually pretty durable for how fragile they look and seem. Like they hit their heads, they fall, they tumble a lot, and they bounce right back. But they're scary. T-shirt said Age doesn't look like someone. What the fuck with... So you pictured the Undertaker. I don't know why he said that, but I don't think it's accurate. Age is not... Like, I don't think most people will look at Age and say, man, that guy doesn't look like someone I would fuck with. Like, he's not menacing at all. But maybe I should pretend that he is to ward off, like, the Twitch creepers. Maybe I should pretend that he can, like, kick people's asses. You only do compressions if they're not breathe. Oh, okay, so not for choking. Choking's the Heimlich. I'm just an idiot. Thinking CPR. CPR and the Heimlich are different things. Like, okay, Google. Reminders, don't choke, don't get old. Wait, what's the other Wicker Man movie? Oh, Wicker Man is the one with the bees, right? The Nick Cage one with the bees? I didn't see that one. I saw the original. I forgot. I forgot about the meme one. I think I need to watch that now. No, I mean, she was just a good-looking lady, too. It was just not what I was expecting going into what I thought was a horror movie. Was, like, almost a musical opening with a naked lady within the first 10 minutes. Three fingers for infant CPR? So you're literally just doing compressions on the baby like, That's freaky. Used to be a lifeguard and EMT, but it's been more than a decade since you were certified? How often do you have to get certified to keep it current? Is everyone taking notes on how to give CPR to babies? It's important. For those of you, I know some of you guys are, have kids or are expecting kids, you should be taking notes on infant CPR. It's important. Unless you have skinny fingers, so for me it would be, like, my whole hand, probably. With these little scrawny fingers. Oh, you got certified this year, okay. Is the bees one, but the bees scene wasn't even in the theatrical release? Why not? That's the best part of the movie. I haven't even seen the movie, but I know it's the best part. Because it became a meme. No, you can't just shake a baby until they stop choking. We learned that with that case with the nanny back in the 90s. Who said she didn't drop the baby, she popped the baby, or something like that. She plopped the baby. It was a whole thing. What was her name? It was that big case in the 90s about the British nanny who shook the baby. You're stunned when you learn that Paint Your Wagon as depicted in The Simpsons was actually a real movie? I bet a lot of this stuff that just seems like a gag in The Simpsons is based on stuff that, like, we just don't get references to. I never watched a ton of The Simpsons, but they reference a ton of stuff. The newer Wicker Man is not a good movie. RSJ, did you see Mandy, if you like Nick Cage? I haven't seen that yet, but it's on my watch list, and it looks insane. Like, it looks like a psychedelic nightmare of a movie with Nick Cage in it. Babies choke rather often, usually when they puke or are on their backs. Baby's gotta get it together. Baby's gotta stop choking. Something's gonna happen, because that is happening. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's like a foreboding warning that something is going to happen. So we gotta wait for it. I don't know why there's an explosion of emotes. Should we play a video game instead of talking about babies choking? We can play a video game. Thank you for more emotes. Oh, there we go. We get followed by Dumpster Fire. Thank you, Dumpster Fire, for that follow. Welcome to the stream. I also consider my stream a dumpster fire, so you'll feel right at home here. Let's continue talking. No, I don't want to talk about dying babies. I don't want to talk about any babies. I'm 30 years old. That's all my peers talk about is freaking babies. Like, my coworkers are my age, my cousin's my age, and I work with her, and another coworker is my age, and they're talking about when they're gonna get pregnant and when they're gonna have kids, and they're gonna have kids at the same time so their kids can grow up together, and I'm just like, la 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 la. I'm not here. I'm gonna go help a customer. It was Louise Woodward, thank you! That was gonna drive me nuts. That was a huge case back in, I think it was the mid-90s, when I was a kid. I remember it was a huge scandal. That and the O.J. Simpson case. Kind of the big ones that I remember. No video games in this channel. Befreen! How is Babby choked? No! It's so bad. It's so bad. The best part of the stream is the hour-long IRL section at the start. I swear we play video games sometimes, guys. I swear. It's only been a half an hour so far of the IRL portion. The thing is, like, it works. Because what happened before was I would start the game and I would just sit talking with you guys. Because it's usually like 4 or 5 days between my streams. to just sit talking with you guys and not even do anything in the game. So it's better to do the IRL portion, I think, to kind of get everything settled and chat with you guys, and then we can actually focus on getting something done in the game. I've been playing Subnautica, by the way. I've been playing it for 40 hours. 40 hours, and I still haven't beaten it, so it's bad. It's real bad. We're taking a long time. What's happening? Crazy Lobster? Hello, how's it going? Thank you for the raid! How's it going? Oh, I'm not sure I'm familiar with you. Were you playing some Subnautica? How's it going? Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you for the raid. We're just catching up. It's been a little bit since I've streamed, so I'm doing like a little IRL thing before we get into some Subnautica. Z, my biological clock is not ticking yet. I feel like I was defective and I was born without a biological clock because it's never been ticking. Like, even as a little girl, I played with dinosaurs and not baby dolls or anything, so I feel like I was born without a biological clock. Gotta RMA me. It is a community checkup. And thank you, Dumpster Fire, for saying that my stream is definitely not a dumpster fire. You have the right to change that statement at any time when you see me actually play the game, but at the start we do pretty okay. Because all we have to do here is talk. All we have to do here is talk. We're not actually playing a game yet, but when we play the game, things get a little dicey. So we gotta pay attention, not die to big spooky fish. How's it going, Chuck? Came to watch more Shrimpy Subnautica gameplay. I'm gonna try my best. We're gonna try to get the Cyclops tonight. That's my goal. I have 2 bridge fragments, or hull fragments left? 2 fragments left on this thing, and then we'll get to finally be more mobile. The prawn suit was not quite what I thought it would be. It's kind of chunky and not very mobile, and I got it wedged in a cave, and it took me half an hour to get out. So I'm gonna get something that might be slightly more mobile. Just got done with some hardcore Subnautica. So hardcore is basically permadeath, right? This is the absolute opposite of hardcore. I'm doing freedom mode, because I started it with regular mode, and then I decided I don't want to be bothered with eating and drinking and all that stuff for streaming purposes while I'm just trying to enjoy the story for the first playthrough. But hardcore mode seems like it would be a lot of fun once you really kind of learn where stuff tends to be and get all the exploration done and feel a little bit more comfortable with how to progress through the game. Thanks for lurking, Crucifix. Thanks for hanging out. I know you're busy. 10 hours of talking to chat, 20 hours of gameplay, 10 hours of getting lost in the ocean. Daggy, you're about right. Maybe a little bit less hours of gameplay and more hours on the getting lost in the ocean. You know it was awesome, not some girl. Why do you say that, Ontair? I don't have a biological clock. I'm broken. Hardcore is permadeath, and it is terrifying. So, are you still on your first hardcore run, or have you had to reset already? And if you did reset, what got you? Was it a Reaper? I feel like the Reapers would be significantly hard to get around, but that's my biggest concern right now with what I've found. And I'm sure it gets worse later. Prawn suit is clunky but can survive longer and is better at juking. How do you juke with it? I have the grappling arm and I'm like swinging like spider shrimp throughout the ocean, but it's still a little clunky. It's like the jetpack, the thrusters. I think I need to upgrade them because I got stuck in a cave and I didn't have enough boost. I didn't have enough boost to like get out of the cave, so I was just kind of like sputtering and then getting stuck and then sputtering and then getting stuck, and it was just kind of a nightmare. But it does seem like it'll be useful when it's fully upgraded to go into the deeper caves, like the heat areas, and actually get stuff from there without melting. There's 7 billion of us, we got enough breeders. We definitely do, and I do think that I think people in general should have less kids. Like, I don't think anyone needs to have more than 1 child. I understand people wanting to have kids.
Gross! Gross!
Spider shrimp, does whatever spider pig does. Does whatever spider shrimp does. Does whatever, Have fun back there, Charlie? Look at her. Look at this cat. Look at this cat. Um, oh, I don't even remember what I was saying. Get distracted by spider shrimp. I saw Into the Spider-Verse, guys, by the way. If you haven't seen that, that's a really good movie. Good movie, and I don't even like Spider-Man. Just jump straight up to dodge the big guys. Don't have good 90-degree movement. Wait, jump straight up? I gotta get more boost. We gotta upgrade our jetpack. We are losing population for the very reason you're kind of referencing? Well, that's good, because we're all kind of fucked by global warming anyway. So even if the population is going down, it's still not a bad thing. The thing is, like, I'm never gonna judge people for having kids. But I will judge people for having, like, 5 kids. No one needs 5 kids. Not a single person on this earth needs 5 kids. Unless they're, like, using them for labor, which is terrible. You don't need that many kids. I have people come into the bakery with, like a litter. I want to call it a litter in tow, because I don't know what you call that many children from one parent. Or I don't know how many parents. They just come in with, like, a gaggle of children, and they get them all different things. I'm like, how do you afford this? The government paying for this? How do you afford having 5 children? I couldn't even afford one if I wanted one. They're so expensive. But the thing is, like, we probably have enough resources to support the population, but they're not allocated properly. It's called playing their odds. Who else did I put in my sweatshop? That's the thing. That's the thing. It's like they're using them for labor. I don't know. Government assistance. Oh, a horde of kids. I like it. I like it. There's a lot of families in rural areas that have lots of kids to work on the farm, send out to other places. Yeah, that's the thing, though. That shouldn't happen either. Like, people should not be using children for labor. Ever. Ever. That's not what you have kids for. I feel like that's not being judgmental. I just feel like that's, like, a thing that shouldn't happen anywhere in the world, is kids being forced to work. Unless it's basic stuff. Like chores. The prawn suit can take multiple hits. Faced off against a Reaper, and every time he grabbed my prawn suit, I jumped and repaired. He jumped out and repaired. Wait, so were you jumping out, like, mid-air? And then repairing and then that's kind of funny. Did I ever tell you that a family reunion on just my father's side is 300 relatives? And you don't, do you remember people's names? I don't even remember people's names, and I got like 50 people at my family reunions. Excuse me, what about Farm Socksman? How's it going, Mr. Bushido? Why are you, Did you enter the stream in the middle of my conversation about forced child labor? It's better than the baby CPR. That was the topic earlier. In the Philippines, they raise their kids and send them off to work around the world to send money home. Yeah, but they're raised, hobo. I'm talking about kids. I'm talking about people putting, like, 6- and 7-year-olds out in the fields. If they're raised and, like, grown, and they send them around the world, I think that's fine. Like, if they're teenagers, like older teenagers, but, like, kids. They shouldn't be, worked as badly as they are worked in some places. Excuse me. After he let you go, you jumped out? So the Reaper was just basically grabbing the prawn suit and holding it, and he just repaired it till he let go? That sounds so clowny. Quiet Christmas Eve is 30 people or so? Ugh. Ugh. It's too many people. CPR is a better topic than child labor. It is. I mean, we've kind of made a circle in the conversation. It's all revolving around kids in some way, I guess. Adjusted. I know, Panda, right? I feel you on that. I can't keep track. You ever go to family reunions and they're like, "Hi, oh my god, how are you? How have you been? It's so good to see you. I remember when you were this big," and you're like, "Who are you? How do I know you? Who are you related to?" Because that's every family reunion for me. I can't remember. Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate the Subnautica banter. I'm gonna start up the game now. Actually, it's been 40 minutes since I started the stream, so we should probably play a video game, or we're gonna turn into a just chatting streamer and get reported by the Twitch police. So let's start up a game. Let's stop talking about child labor. People don't go. I'm assuming people don't go on Twitch to watch streams about hot conversations like child labor. So we're going to play a video game. Where's the game? Is webcam. I'm never gonna finish this game. The rate that I'm going, I'm never gonna finish this game. I'm gonna play Resident Evil 2 when that comes out soon. I'm really excited about Resident Evil 2. Did anyone? I know Socksman played the RE2 demo, and you said it was good, right? Anyone else play RE2 demo? I haven't played it yet. I'm waiting until the full release, I think. But I am pumped. It looks like they got it perfect. Like they got the formula perfect. As an RE fan, that is very exciting to me. Like it's a mix of 4, it's a mix of 7, and a mix of the original ones. So excited. Just change the topic to IRL. I could do an IRL stream sometime. People have requested different things, like a reading stream or that type of stuff. I was thinking about doing Rocksmith again, just because of how much that is like a mix between an IRL stream and just a chill listening to music stream sometimes. Reaper grabs you. Punch Reaper in the face until he drops you. Jump out and repair. Repeat till he dead. Man, I gotta try to kill a Reaper. I gotta punch him. Thanks for the inspiration. Thank you for the techniques. We'll try to give it a go with the punching. Save the child labor talk for when you play Frostpunk. I was watching Fem play a little bit of that. That wasn't really up my alley, but I can see that being relevant to that game.
Emergency power.
You're pre-ordering now? I think
offline.
I think I got mine from Fanatical Socksman and it was $12 off, but I don't know if that's still a promo. That was way back when. Why am I holding this beacon? What was I doing?
All primary systems online.
I have no idea what I was doing. Why do I have an II in my pocket? Alright, let me put the game on. Hold on. It's because I was playing Magic last time, so it's not set up. I gotcha. I got it. Thank you, thank you. You've been avoiding the demo? Are you gonna play it, Hobo? I didn't know you liked Resident Evil. I'm so excited. It's been a really long time since there's been a game that like a new release that I've been genuinely excited about. The last one was Yakuza Kiwami 2. That was amazing. But Resident Evil and I go way back. That was like one of my first real video games, was the Resident Evil remake for GameCube. I don't need this fish because I don't need to eat. How are batteries doing? Those are all power cells. I guess those were for the prawn suit because it takes a lot of batteries. A lot of batteries. Did they fix the camera? They did. They absolutely did. It's over the shoulder now. It looks really good. So I'm new to this whole gaming thing. What games would you recommend to start on? New to gaming as a whole, Dumpster Fire? That is tricky. That's very tricky. Well, yeah, it kind of depends what you like. Like, what do you like outside of gaming? Like, do you like science fiction? Do you like what sort of worlds would you like to explore in games? Because that's the cool thing about games, is it's more of an active exploration versus something like a movie, where it's very passive, you're just sitting and watching it. I play Arena, Chuck. I've been playing a lot of Arena. I'm pretty pumped about the new set coming out, but I'm real bad. I am real bad. Skio, how's it going? You downloaded the demo, not played yet? I don't even know if it's worth playing the demo, honestly, unless you're not super sold on the game yet. But that's coming from someone like me who's totally sold on it already. Chat delay is oof? It shouldn't be that bad.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm a little slow replying to chat a lot of the time, so it might be on my end. Oh, he swam away. Bye-bye, fish. Jelly Shroom Cave! I think that's where I was going. And thank you for that follow, Chuck. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Don't gotta be good to have fun, just look at you and For Honor. Hey, as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. You don't have to be good at video games, unless it's your job. Some people it is their job. Alright, let's power up the prawn suit. And remember where we were going. I think I was going to Jelly Shroom Cave? Yeah, that's what was happening last time. So we were going to Jelly Shroom Caves, and we were trying to get some magnetite to upgrade the scanner room, which I already did, but I didn't finish exploring Jelly Shroom Cave. So I think that's what I should do, is finish exploring that. Where is my sea moth? Oh, there it is. Thought it might have got destroyed. It might have got destroyed, but it's still there somewhere. Wait, am I blind? Is it underneath? Is it up? Was it in here? Boop. Whoa! See. It's sorta your job? Wait, are you a full-time streamer, Skio? Or you do something else with video games for work? I don't think I've seen you streaming that much. Waiting for me to notice. Wait, what did I miss? What I miss? My sea moth? That's right here. I did miss that. Alright, I gotta heal it. Gotta repair it before we go on our adventure. And I think I should empty its, yeah, it was right there. It was right there when I spawned in. I didn't even see it. It was right in front of my face. I'm not used to parking it is the thing. Man. I'm used to actually parking it. Oh, okay. It's empty. Alright, let's go on an adventure. Yeah, I'm not bringing the prawn suit to Jelly Shroom. I'm bringing the sea moth. The prawn suit would be a little bit ambitious. It's tight quarters in there. Alright, let's go. Let's roll.
Welcome aboard, Cap Systems.
How's it going? BSD? LP? Welcome to the stream. You just started playing this game, you love it so much. Did you get it on the Epic Store for free, or did you get it on a Steam sale? It seems like a lot of people picked this game up within the past month, which is awesome. I have had this like in my backlog for months and months and months from a Humble Bundle. Whoa. Whoa boy. And just started playing it last month? It's been that long of a playthrough, but this game is incredible. Hide the memes. I'm sure Twitch staff are well acquainted with memes already. It's okay, Age is in here. Resident memester. Nothing to worry about. You don't have any experience other than The Sims with gaming? That's a very good question. If you were trying to suggest a game to someone who has never gamed before, what would be a good game? Definitely not Dark Souls. Do not start with Dark Souls. Maybe later. But definitely stay away from the Soulsborne games. As the first gaming experience is my recommendation. I'm like going by process of elimination more than process of what I can think of. I'm trying to think of something that's not boring and that's not too difficult to start with, but has a good world. This is a pretty good one. So if you're not familiar with gaming, Dumpster Fire, what drew you to look at Subnautica? I feel like a bunch of people got this game though on a bundle or on the Epic Store, and they're just like, oh, maybe I should try this out. And then it's deceptive because it doesn't look like it'll be as good as it is. It looks like, you know, kind of another, on the surface level, it looks like another crafting exploration game. There's a billion of those out there, but it's got a really, very well-crafted gameplay loop and very well-crafted progression system with the exploration that I haven't seen done quite this way in any of the other games. The only one that reminds me of it is The Forest, which I never finished, but this I'm way more compelled to finish than that. When is Below Zero coming out? Yeah, what else is on the Epic Store other than Fortnite and Subnautica? Alright, I'm scared, guys. I don't want to go in here, but there's probably loot. Probably good stuff. Oh, Abzu looks good. Oh, and on that note, actually, Journey. Journey might be a really good game to start with, and I think that's coming to the Epic Store too. Journey is a very simple game, but it's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful games I've ever played, and it tells a story without words in a way that is very well done. Oh yeah, Forest was super buggy. Didn't even remember that bit till you said it, but I remember actually at one point in the game having a super mutant mutant thing, whatever they were called, cannibal, flying, like hauling ass at me, flying across the screen at one point. And just laughing hysterically. I think there's a clip of it because they're not supposed to fly. They're not supposed to fly. But it did. It took off. Alright, so I'm poking around trying to see if I missed anything in here last time. What is that? Oh, okay. It looked weird from this angle. It's just one of those shark dudes. Looks like some sort of weird jellyfish, but it's just Angry Shark Boy. I guess we'll just grab some of this stuff while we're in here. I could also go back to Nightmare Hellhole. There might be some new stuff there, but I need a strategy, guys, to find the last bit of the Cyclops. Oh, biters, stop biting my sea moth! You can't do anything! Your teeth taste like wedged up the sea moth's ass! Dude, get off! You jerk! Get away! It's like those fish that like suck on to the bottom of sharks, and they're parasitic fish. I forget what they're called, but I think they're actually just called shark suckers. They suck onto the bottom of the sharks and they just eat their scraps. He's trying to do that with my sea moth. I don't think he knows how that works. This ain't a fish, boy. Don't be scared, the snakes won't bother you and the sea moth. I don't believe it. I'm spooked. Oh yeah, Obra Dinn looked really sweet. It's probably not too difficult to play. It's more of a point and click, right? Later, Hobo, thanks for stopping by. Hope work goes well for you tonight. Get some rest. What's with this trippy hip-hop music? It's pretty good. This is a jam. I'm just trying to keep an eye out for anything I'm missing in here. It is a little bit overwhelming when going through the caves because there's a lot of different directions and I get horrendously lost in like linear hallways. There's plenty of diamond, which is good. Oh yeah, the new Tomb Raiders looked pretty cool. Kinda don't want to play Raft in comms with specific people that would most likely buy it to join you. You're avoiding playing it with certain people that you don't want to play it with, Skio? Oh, that sucks. You gotta play it when you're completely invisible. Are you still playing Fallout 76, by the way? I think it was you who was playing that. Or I saw someone streaming that. You just got the Seamoth blueprint? You like how you can progress in this game how you like? Yes, and there's I hate to compare things to Dark Souls, because everyone compares everything to Dark Souls, but that's the closest analog to the progression in this game that I can think of, in that in Dark Souls you can take any path you want to take, but some paths are significantly harder than others. And in this game, it's similar. You can do what I did and completely miss the beacon at the start of the game and get super freaking lost because you have nothing to guide your way or mark like important things for most of the game. And you just affect the difficulty kind of organically through how you explore and what you miss and what you find. But the Seamoth is a really good find. This is probably the best thing I've found in the game so far with how mobile it is. You can take it into these little caves and it works just fine versus the prawn suit, which is a hefty boy. Doesn't work out so well. Oh, the Cyclops. Which pieces do you need for the Cyclops? I currently need the... What do we need? Blueprints. Was it blueprints? We need... Eagle Eyes, Cyclops. Where is it? Vehicle upgrades. There we go. I need 2 pieces of hull. So he didn't hurt me, he just kind of he was pissed off that my Seamoth was in his way, and he gently booped it. Also, thank you for that follow, Hypnotus. Welcome to the stream. It's difficult, controls are easy. Oh, Oberdin. I was gonna recommend Ori Dagi, but Ori is hard. I would not recommend Ori to someone who's new to video games. These guys are really loud. Just mostly because of how difficult it is. It's pretty frustrating at times. But it's a beautiful game, that's one of my favorites. Still trying to think what's good for people who are new to games, because I've been gaming since I was a kid, so it's a little hard for me to think what would be good for someone who's unfamiliar with gaming. You have Spartan and you love him, but hardcore interrupts. Like, he won't talk until someone else starts to talk. So he's just, every conversation with him is just like, I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna let you finish, but. It's rough, and you know what? It's difficult too when playing with people and talking on the phone and stuff. When you're not talking to people face to face, it is difficult to avoid interrupting people. But if he does it constantly, it just sounds like you guys don't have a good flow of conversation between you for whatever reason. Because you eventually fall into a rhythm with people. Is there something else in this cave? I don't even know. I feel like this cave system is big, and I'm gonna miss stuff in here. Yeah, the prawn suit is super cool, but it's a little bit clunky. It's like, I was really looking forward to it.
New to gaming? Plants vs. Zombies.
Darkholder! Thank you for the biddies! How's it going? Thank you for the recommendation as well. That's actually a really good one. Plants vs. Zombies is fun. It's addicting, it's fun, it's a cute little game. I like that one. Yeah, that's definitely good for someone who's new to gaming. Oh yeah, how you doing, Darkholder? How you doing tonight? Grease is supposedly pretty good and impossible to fail. I didn't like Grease very much as a game. But for someone who doesn't game, it's probably really good. I thought Grease was very... It was kind of superficial. Like, the story... I like games that don't tell a story explicitly, but Grease gave me no reason to care about the main character. So I just kind of was not affected emotionally by anything that happened in the entire game. And instead, it was just kind of like a 2D walking simulator from point A to point B that you occasionally jumped in. But it was very beautiful and the music was beautiful. So I don't know if I'd recommend Grease. I would recommend Minute. For simple indie games. Minute was good. M-I-N-I-T. But I don't know how that would work for someone who hasn't played any games before, because it is kind of an interesting game mechanically. It's got a gimmick to it. Putting around. Right, did we miss anything? I want to go down there, but I don't think there's actually anything down there. It's just vents. Bujanka? How's it going, Bujanka? I saw you come in and I didn't say hi. I'm sorry. How you doing? I'm missing stuff in the chat. Been a bit of a space cadet lately. I don't know if it's just the season change or what, but I've been super fog brain. So I'm probably gonna miss some stuff in chat, but if I miss anything you guys say, just say it again. And hopefully I'll catch it the second time. Alrighty. It's wicked dark down here. Please guide my way, Seamoth. Whoa! Spooky. Bridge pieces are around the same area in the mushroom forest? This isn't the mushroom forest? What is the... The mushroom forest. I'm gonna be a little more lenient about backseating at this point because I have been playing the game for about 40 hours. So I should probably start trying to progress towards the end, especially with Resident Evil coming out within the next couple weeks. Yeah. I'm kind of just wondering if there's anything else in here. I don't know if there's a good way to do a quick scan through or what. It does look like there might be some stuff. And thank you for that follow, BSD. Thanks for hanging out. Is BSD okay to call you? Or you need all the letters in there? Oh, jeez. I did miss one thing. Is it water? Oh, it's a battery. I thought it was something cool. And it was just a battery. Who stores honestly though, who stores a single battery in this very, like, well-protected looking chest underground on this very specific looking, like, flood-lit platform? One battery. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be good. I'll take it, I guess. Batteries are good. Oh, you know what? I think we're actually finding some stuff over here. This looks different. Everything looks the same to me, but this looks different over here. This looks like a base. This looks like progress. Wait, Fallout 76 has 24-man servers? Are any of them fully populated? Waiting on food delivery and about to play something though you have no idea what? You gonna play some more Far Cry 5? I saw you were playing that quite a bit, Darkhold. Are you really liking that? And what are you getting for food? Anything good? I'm doing okay, aside from being potato-brained lately. I'm doing okay, thanks. I had the day off. I played some Rocksmith, which was nice. I haven't played the base in a while, and I did some laundry, and now we're playing some Subnautica. I'm just happy to kind of be making some progress in here. It's been a while. This is not the way in. Yo, where's your front door? I can scan something. What does it want me to scan? Wall planter. Ooh, I can plant things that I don't need.
New blueprint acquired.
Get Chrono Trigger is best game. It's a good game. It's a real good game, but it might be real boring for someone who isn't that into gaming yet. Yeah, Thefreen, that's what I was trying to say about Minute, but you worded it more, much more eloquently than I did. It is kind of like a love letter to games. And, it would probably be lost on someone who doesn't game or hasn't gamed before. How do I get in? Where's the front door? Is it here? Here we go. Oh no! How do I get in? I don't. I take that and I get out. Pecking order.
Integrating new PDA data.
Wait, so... it's those jelly things, right? Anyone have any idea on how to deal with those things? Because I keep getting close to them. Is there some sort of special suit you need to not get poisoned? Scan them! That's a good idea. When in doubt, scan. I always forget. That is a thing I can do. Thank you. Rooping Stinger. Might tell me what to do about it. Alright, can you stop making that noise? Spooky screaming noise in the background. Please, fish. Those are very, very vocal fish. Oh, I didn't scan this thing. I'm surprised it's not shooting at me. Is this what? Oh, that's not the one that shoots at you. It looked like the other one. World's Papyrus. Yeah, containers are always supplies. It seems like the water or the nutrient brick and not good loot. I think the parts are always in these little crates, it seems like. But I still get my hopes up every time I find one for some reason. You were just here this last night? I am so far into this game and I just found this cave. It's super cool how people progress through this so differently. I went to like one of the very deepest areas of the map before I found this place. Oh my god, the cheaters. I didn't even think about that. Are you playing on PC, Skio? Oh, you can dodge them? Just have to avoid them. How's it going, Epoxidation and Brent? Welcome, guys. Dodge them like dodgeball, okay. Underwater flamethrower, don't touch them, okay. So just basically don't swim into the big jellies. I'm gonna read about them, though. Because I have, as you can tell, I haven't been reading things that I'm supposed to be reading. So that would be probably a fauna. I don't know which one it would be under. It's definitely not a leviathan. It's definitely not a fish. Jelly ray, nope. Sea snope, is it a carnivore? Nope. Coral? Nope. What in God's name is it? What's a flora? Why is it a flora? It looked like a jellyfish. Exploitable? No. Let's see. Drooping stinger. Alright. 0 photosynthetic cells detected implies carnivorous adaptation to low light environments. Follicles around the tentacles are capable of detecting contact with foreign bodies, triggering an electromagnetic charge in the 600-watt range. Prey is likely paralyzed and consumed over many weeks. Prey, small fish. It's trying to eat me, but I'm a big fish. Whoops, ignore that. Just a barcode. Okay. Just a barcode. Hi, Onimusha. How's it going? Good to see you. How's your week going, Onimusha? It's the flora. It's the flora. Oh, it's the flora we don't want to mess around with. Hi. Oh, what are we scanning? Wow, oh, look at all this cool stuff. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't it be great if I actually had to drink water? But I don't. Some cheating. Like playing on freedom mode. Like a scrub.
New blueprint acquired.
Oh. Yeah. Multi-purpose room. I don't know what this do, but I'll take it. Wait. Keep scanning. I had one job, which was to hold my mouse stationary and right click, and I couldn't do it. Apparently hands too shaky. Man, this thing takes a long time to scan. But we got it. I'm actually gonna tag the ship and get a little bit more oxygen because it took me 20 years to just scan that one room. And I'm gonna save it because that's important. Yeah, I guess it's not technically cheating if it's a mode, but I feel bad because I started it on the regular difficulty mode and I was doing okay, but it just seemed to get, at least for streaming purposes, it seemed to get a little more tedious than it was worth to be constantly like, okay, we're gonna progress, okay, I gotta eat. Okay, we're gonna progress, okay, I gotta drink. Okay, we're gonna progress. Okay, I got like 18 water bottles and I still have to stop and eat and catch fish. It was just, it ended up being more tedious than anything. It seems like it pads the gameplay length. I've yet to find a game that I feel like it adds a significant, element to the gameplay, like a good challenge. It's just kind of time consuming more than anything in most games. What's it telling me? Ooh, I already got that, I think. Not butter! What's not butter? I do still need O2. I haven't actually cheated and taken that out. Right, so let's avoid these jelly thingies. What's this thing do? That's the water machine. There's something over here. Yeah. Alright, I gotta remember.
Integrating new PDA data.
Jesus. Remember to listen to all these PDAs. Check them all out. This is very awkward, like juking these little jelly tentacles. A double bed! I don't even sleep! I don't even have a chair! And now we have a bed? Living the life of luxury back in my base.
Acquired.
Thanks, jellies. Can't get out that way.
New PDA data.
Degassi voice log 6. Alright, remember that. That's important. Can I go out this way? Ooh! Man, there's a lot of stuff in here that I missed. Room! Food and drink is, yeah, it's kind of just tedious.
New blueprint acquired.
More than anything. I understand why people want to play with it on and like the hardcore
Integrating new PDA data.
modes and stuff. I understand what those add to the game. The permadeath seems to add a lot more than the food does. Like, I respect that, but the food mechanic is kind of tedious. How do I get out of here? This is the bedroom. I have no sense of direction. I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna drown after I scanned everything. Ow, my face! Please don't poison me. We did it! Where am I, Seema?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm so glad with the O2 in this game that they didn't try to make it super stupid realistic and have decompression sickness. I think they had mentioned during development that they had it in at one point, but it was just too dumb as a game mechanic and it would be super unfun to have to deal with the decompression stops. What's even worse is when you get the Cyclops, you still run back and forth even though you can fit tons of stuff in it. Oh, for food and water, you still need it. Hello? Do you have a problem with me, Fishman? We good? That's the thing, like, if your appetite was similar to a normal person's and not like a freaking Dragon Ball Z character, I feel like it would be more reasonable, but you're just constantly shoveling down food. Like, that's what I imagine, is like in DBZ when he's like taking the huge freaking bowl and just shoveling all the food in his mouth. In this game, that's what this character's doing with a bunch of peepers in it. That's how much food they need. Zoldark, how's it going? I gotta punch some fish, I do. I gotta go get the prawn suit to do that because my Seamoth doesn't have arms. I don't think that's a thing I can do. But we got some good stuff. We got a couple of rooms that I can use for the base. I'm assuming the multi-purpose room is where I can put like a nuclear reactor? Ooh, stasis rifle. Do I have this already? Nope, apparently I didn't. Is this thing any good? Save again. You play without the food drink? Yeah, it's good to hear other people are doing that because I felt like kind of a wimp for turning it off, but hello? Leave me alone! But it's definitely working out a lot better with it off. Like, absolutely would recommend. How's it going? Young Snipes, welcome. How you doing tonight? I don't know where Desensu beans are. I gotta scan everything when Onimusha to find Desensu beans. Probably hidden in some alcove with a giant octopus guarding them. It's not underwater. How do you know Soldark? Maybe there's some sort of underwater sensu bean that we've yet to discover. Alright, how the fuck do I get out of here? Do not remember. Yeah, multi-purpose, just by the name of it, sounds important. Sounds like it serves a lot of purposes. So let's try to find some of them. Let's try to get back to base in one piece. That's the entrance. My guiding beacon. Oh, Jesus. I have come to really appreciate sound design in games, and I'm wondering how they made the noises of a lot of these fish. I think the gasopods are a horse neigh that they altered. Because they go like they sound like a spooky horse neigh. No more diving deeper than 100 meters. Oh, if it was more realistic, Daggy, yeah. That's the funny thing is your Seamoth gets crushed below a certain level, but your body is totally fine if you're diving at like 900 meters, which would not happen in real life. You would be pretty squished. Stasis rifle's how you kill leviathans, freeze them and then knife them to death. Yeah, stasis just means it holds them in place, right? Sounds pretty good. Should probably make one of those. I haven't fought any of the leviathans yet. I've been too spooked. Sorry, fish. Didn't deserve that. The Reaper horns in Mass Effect, the research that went into them is astonishing. Horn as in like a trumpet type of horn? What sort of research went into them? I'm planning on playing it at some point, Soldark, so if you could keep it kind of low on the spoilers if you do want to explain it. I don't know if that would be a good stream game for me, but I definitely want to play it because I did get it. Michael, hello, how's it going? Michael, I was lurking your magic stream earlier like a creep. I didn't say anything, so I was doing my laundry and stuff at the same time, but I really enjoyed watching you play those crazy decks. I like watching people play different decks that aren't meta decks as someone who's trying to learn the game. That one deck that you had with Sylvan Awakening looks like a lot of fun. That's a card that I always wanted to try, but like I don't have the wild cards to to craft a deck like that. Maybe the infection is how you're able to not get crushed to death? Maybe. Speaking of which, how are we doing on that? Haven't really made a vaccine yet. So let's check ourselves out. Still infected. Can't say I'm shocked. Alright, so let's go in here, let's listen to the PDAs that we missed, or check out the PDAs that we missed, and then we'll decide where to go next. How's it going, t-shirt? You're in magic! Are you hyped about the new set coming out? I have enough gold for 20 packs, and I'm pretty pumped to just maybe do a pack opening stream at some point, or maybe just open them all impulsively. How's it going, Raiden? You here to spam my chat with nonsense? Is that what you're here for? They sound like foghorns. They research the kind of sounds that are most instinctually frightening to humans. Oh wow. That's actually really cool. I can only imagine what sounds are the most frightening to people. I know the most annoying, baby crying, is up there. Diggy, it would probably take me a whole year, you're absolutely right. That's why I said it's probably not a good stream game, but I might try it and we'll see. I like this. This is a chill stream game, but it is taking me forever. I like games that are in like the 15 to 20 hour range for streams, typically. Yeah, we got a lot of people who play Magic here, Chuck. If you are ever looking for games, I do have a Discord that I pimp out a lot, but we have a kind of active, somewhat active Magic community in the community, and I do stream Magic sometimes. But if you ever want to play any games, that's how we kind of organize them. You Christensen, how's it going? It's good to see you. How's your week going? Your Sylvan deck can just blow people up in best of one. Yeah, I can imagine, Michael, because no one plays stuff like that, so people don't know what is going on until it's too late. They're like, oh, that's a bunch of trees attacking my face. Guess I'll die. Which is awesome. I absolutely love decks that are so outside of the meta that you can tell when someone is against you playing it. They're like, you can like hear the cogs in their brain turning. It's pretty awesome. That's what I like with the Polyraptor deck that I've got going, because people don't see that very often, I guess. It's not very good, but it's fun when it works. How's it going, Gallius? You might buy some packs of the new set. Need them cards? Yeah, I might pay a little bit of real money. Or a little bit of real money to t-shirt. Not too much, but maybe a little bit. We'll see. They look like good stuff. Alright, let me see what we picked up when we were down there. Data downloads. We've got some stuff. Survivors. Catch up on chat first, because these are usually pretty long. You finally have time to be on my stream again. That's good to have you, Raiden. As long as you're not trolling me. I'm sensitive to trolling. Not really. There's a ton of side quests. But you know what, Soldark? I love doing side quests because sometimes they're better than the actual game plot. 7 Hz, very deep noise. Can occur in some natural areas from wind, produces ripples in your eyeballs. Oh yeah, the hallucinations from different levels of sound. That was one thing I remember learning about when I was a member of the Paranormal Research Association. Briefly. That was fun. There's different phenomena, natural phenomena that can cause people to wig out. Michael, I'm scared to challenge you to a duel because you have like actually decks that look well thought out and like good. But my decks, I have one deck and it's garbage. It's absolute garbage. It's pretty bad. Hi Shrimpy, this is May. I'm your fan. How you doing, May? If that's actually May and it's not Fart Knock pretending to be May. How you doing? Thanks for watching me talk about nothing. As part of Paranormal Research Association, I've mentioned it a few times on Terra. It was nothing too exciting. I was a member briefly, but it was the most eclectic group of people. It was like a pregnant lady, a skeptical Irish dude, a cop, a firefighter, some like kind of generic hippy-dippy chick, and a scientist, like a biologist. And the one assignment that I went on before I decided it wasn't something I wanted to do too much with was we went to the USS Salem, which was a battleship that was supposed to be haunted, and we stayed overnight there with all the lights off and had a bunch of cameras set up at different locations and audio recorders, and I distinctly remember being in the sick bay of the ship with the lights turned out with a couple of people just trying to record EVP, which is supposedly you can hear the ghost talking over the tape recorder sounds or whatever, and I remember hearing this, like, it was dead silent, and hearing this screech suddenly, just like, ee! And it was turned out to be kids doing donuts in the parking lot that was right next to the battleship at like 3 in the morning, and we freaked out. But it was just, it's like dead silent in this pitch black sick bay, and just like, wee! Like some kids peeling out in the parking lot. That's my experience with the Paranormal Research Association. Dino decks are never garbage. Oh, Musha, that sounds like a challenge. And I'm up to making Dino decks garbage again. You don't play counterspells, Michael, and I very much respect that as someone who hates everything counterspell related, specifically Dimir decks that I've been subjected to constantly when playing. They're no fun. I did say skeptic, dude. They only thought it was haunted because its name was Salem. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. How far are you in Subnautica? What is your most dope technology? The prawn suit? Super pimped out prawn suit? We're working on getting the Cyclops tonight, but I gotta actually pay attention to the stories, so we're gonna listen to these logs that I just got from this base that I found in the Jelly Shroom Cave and see what was going on there. Oh good, I don't have to read. Alright guys, you ready?
I thought it might get claustrophobic living underwater. Father feels it is. He'd tell me it was childish, but I stare out the window and sometimes I think how lucky I am to see this world up close. Back on the island, I wouldn't have believed the creatures that live down here. The fish, they glow. There's one that's 90% eyeball. Snakes twice the length of a
90%
department. Certainly, it's not all friendly. Most of the plant life is toxic. I learned that the hard way. But I've managed to coax some marble melons into growing indoors. And when they don't cover our dietary needs, well, we eat the fish themselves. It's a bit gross, but it's nothing they wouldn't do. I've been attempting to document my findings. Father approves. He says understanding is power. That the more we know about this planet, the more we can use it to our advantage.
Fun?
I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's not easy without proper equipment and network access, but the old-fashioned way, observing, taking notes, testing theories,
Reapers are a lot of fun.
Shows me the world in a way a spectroscopic analysis never could. Lately, I've been watching the crab snakes. They ambush their prey as it tries to feed on the mushrooms they hide in. What they don't eat settles on the seabed, which fertilizes the mushrooms, which feeds the herbivores, and so the chain continues. Co-evolution gives me the fuzzies.
He's a real scientist. This man. Michael, you feel my pain. Hopefully the new set will temper that somehow, and it'll change the meta up enough that every deck isn't freaking Dimir or Golgari or red deck aggro. Hopefully. That's all. That's all we can pray for. Don't you like kids, guys? I don't like kids very much, Raiden, but I don't hate them. I prefer not to spend time with them usually because I find them irritating and loud and they make me nervous. But I don't hate them. I just would rather not spend time with them usually. How's it going, TD? Did you intentionally match your pets to the wall paint? Yes. I just have that one red wall. The others around it are all white, so it's not too overbearing. But yeah, I got the red bedspread because I didn't know. I had a different one before, but kind of like how it's just one massive red behind me. I don't even need a green screen. I got a red screen. Exactly, Onimusha. They're good if you don't have to deal with them, or if you can give them back afterwards so you don't have to keep them. Nerd. Who, this guy? He likes sciencing. Of course he's a nerd. Feels like you're playing against bots. Yeah, it's people who are like grinding for wins in the most efficient way possible. They're not trying to have fun jank decks. They're just trying to win. Crab snakes, yes. I don't know. I guess they're called crab snakes because they have little, like, mandible things on them. I don't know if I read the crab snake lore. I don't even think I've scanned a crab snake. Nope, I haven't. I haven't gotten close enough to scan one. They're too spooky. We should probably do that and see what it has to say about the crab snake. All right, what's going on, Bart? By the end of this Bart dialogue, which I don't think I got all his logs. Oh, maybe it's only 3. This guy probably gonna die. He's probably gonna get eaten by a crab snake.
Something incredible just happened. Since we're down here, I had this plan to build equipment and study the life forms we were encountering, but I didn't have enough enameled glass. So, I started looking for a natural substrate that would strengthen the glass we have, and those stalker teeth we've been finding fit the bill. Only, well, we needed more. That's when Marguerite got interested. She actually listened to me, more than I can say for father, and I worked up the courage to talk about my more tentative theories. When I told her they were attracted to metal deposits, that their teeth get dislodged when they pick them up, her eyes narrowed and she dashed out of the room. 3 hours later, she came back, her pack loaded down with stalker teeth.
Just picturing all these stalkers with, like, gums. It's like,
she
ugh.
shrugged and said my theories were good. Said she had the meeting out of the palm of her hand. I think she meant it literally. She is incredible. She went out to the kelp forest armed with just a heat blade and went fin to fin with a pack of stalkers. On the one hand, that is the coolest thing I have ever heard. On the other, well, I hope the stalkers didn't come off worse than Marguerite did. She had a huge gash on her forearm. I don't think things went as smoothly as she made out. And what's the point in surviving here if we have to kill everything that makes it so wonderful? I wish I knew more about these animals, but Father won't let me leave the habitat. Maybe with all this glass, we could build a containment unit and get up close to them.
See, if I had found this log before, I would have figured out on my own that you can make glass from the stalker teeth, because it just straight up explains it. That's the thing. Like, stuff, you can find stuff so out of order with the way you explore that it is kind of a mystery how to make certain things, unless you have people help you. You don't think babies are cute? Cousin just had one and everyone was cooing over how adorable she is. Ugliest little thing I've ever seen. Honestly, Soldark, I very rarely find babies cute. I'm much more likely to think a puppy or a kitten is cute. Babies just kind of look like fat little old people, usually. Like, they're wrinkly and they're like squinty and faces are all puckered up and they just kind of poop and just sit there. I don't know. I don't find many babies cute. Sometimes chubby babies are cute, or chubby babies that have like big blue eyes or something, but most babies are not very cute. Week started on a high note for you, but also a lot of worry. High note is work-related. Worries concern your dad, who's having his lungs examined. Oh geez, you Christensen, that's spooky. I don't know if it's benign. He's healthy according to tests. Well, I hope everything turns out alright, you Christensen. Because that's definitely scary stuff. To find stuff like that. I hope the news is good. And if he's healthy, even if the news is not what you like it to be, he probably is I don't know what I'm trying to say, but if you're healthy to start with, even if they find something, you're definitely got better odds of fighting it than otherwise. But that's spooky stuff. Hope it works out. Wait, what about Kaya? What are you talking about, Tiki? Are you gonna stream RE2 when it comes out? I am thinking about it, Socksman. So what day does it come out? Is it the 25th? It's the 25th, right? Michael, please. Don't eat the babies. Okay, next Friday. So it comes out next Friday. I don't stream Fridays normally anyway. And so if I am gonna stream I'm gonna stream Resident Evil 2. Like, I will stream it. It's just a matter of when. I'm probably going to stream it on the 28th. So any of you guys who want to play it, you'll get a little bit of a head start. I won't spoil it for you, and I'll still get to play it on stream. That's my goal, because I normally don't stream Friday nights anyway. So, probably the Monday after. Next Monday. Oh, the new Kaya Planeswalker? I don't know if I remember that one, Diggy. What colors is she? I think, yeah, most people probably hated themselves as kids. Most people were really annoying as kids. Probably. You have no idea how your parents survive living with you. When do you stream? Gallius, usually I stream Mondays and either Wednesdays or Thursdays, but my work schedule's been all over the place, and I usually stream between 6 p.m. Eastern and 9 or 10 p.m. I almost always start at around 6 p.m. Eastern time, 2 nights a week. I usually update my schedule in my Discord, which is here on Sunday nights. And I update it in my stream panels, which I don't think I did this week. Whoops. I'm supposed to do that. But I try to stream twice a week, around 6 p.m. On 2 weeknights, usually. Oh, the Anthem demo. Forgot about that game. All you did was sleep, so you were probably a good baby, Bushanka. You were probably a good baby if you just slept. That's what babies should do.
I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
Well, rest in peace, Bart Torgal. Rest in peace. So this does make me anticipate, and I don't want to know either way, guys, those of you who've played it, but I'm just anticipating this. My character's probably going to start wigging out at some point. Because of all the stuff that's going on with his illness and being alone, underwater. I'm just waiting for him to start wigging out at some point. And I'll be surprised if he doesn't, but should be good. Yeah, he's dying, or dead. Probably dead by now, so that's a little rough on the attitude. You just sleep in front of the screen while Twitch streams are playing. I put a Twitch stream on before I go to bed, but I can't sleep while the screen's on usually, because the blue light, I don't know if you guys get affected by it too, but I noticed with blue light on screens, like I use Flux, which is a program that kind of dims the screen and makes it yellowy. And I just recently got blue light blocker, like, clip-ons for my glasses, which look super stupid nerdy, but they help me if I put them on a couple hours before bed, just, like, start getting sleepy. Start getting a little sleepy. The blue light's pretty obnoxious. 90s movie trailer music plays. Bart Torgal is having a very bad day. It does sound like a 90s movie protagonist name. You pass out like an old man. Yeah, you work your ass off, Bujanga, so that'd do it. That'd definitely do it. Probably sleep through a hurricane or something. Derp, how's it going? Save me from work before you get sucked back in. Are you still working? You still at work, Derp? You still at work tonight? How you doing, Derp? Alright. Picked up this log.
Son, there is always
Bart
a pecking
talking to his
order,
dad.
And in our world, money makes a hierarchy. I pay Maida a fraction of what I pay you, and you a fraction of what I pay me.
If money makes the hierarchy, why is Marguerite making the decisions?
We need her. We let her think what she likes, so long as she does what she's told.
What if she doesn't?
For enough money, she will. People always do.
Alright. There's a lot of sketchy stuff going on. By the way, Diggy, I saw your link. Sorry, Link. I just needed a second to pull it up. For the magic. Got it, thanks. Alright, what is this? Oh yeah, that planeswalker. I feel like that's Golgari hate. Specifically, that card is Golgari hate. But I could be wrong. The Kaya planeswalker, because it's got the Graveyard Exile that heals you.
Oh, gross! Gross!
Thanks for the biddies, RSJ. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're making a little bit of progress since you left. We just found some stuff, some new rooms to build for our base in that spooky underground cave system. And some logs that we gotta listen to. This is the last one, I think. Some stuff
We're
going
already
on.
200 meters below sea level. You want to go deeper?
Look around us, Chief. Water leaking through the hull, water outside the hatch. We're drowning.
I like Marguerite's voice.
If rescue arrives, whatever shot us down, it's gonna do it again and again until it's shut off. You see an off switch around here, Chief?
Why would it any more likely be half a kilometer down?
Your kid found something on the scanner. There's something down there. Something that shouldn't be.
You're mad.
I'm going all the same, and I've an idea you two are gonna follow. But if you do, be mindful. Your authority stopped at sea level.
Ooh. Throwing some serious shade, that Marguerite. Your authority stopped at sea level. So I don't remember if the crab snake were already was I at 200 meters below down there? Or is this referring to somewhere else that there's something that shouldn't be down there? I'm assuming another one of the alien bases. I feel like it's alluding to something else, not something that was in that cave, because I think I explored that game pretty thoroughly. The cave. Jesus, can't speak. The cave pretty thoroughly. Done with orders, now it's just the tedious waiting for people to pick up. 8 more orders for 3 hours. What's the latest people pick up stuff, Derp? You're just kind of twiddling your thumbs till people decide to show up? That sucks. Cave. I think it's supposed to be Scottish Soldark, but it's like some horrible abomination combination of Scottish and Irish and like Hagrid and Sean Connery. Alright. I got some stuff. Let's deposit all of this stuff in the locker. And see if there's anything I can upgrade while I'm here. Excuse me. Asbestos. Ooh. They say it's early stage, so treatment options are good. Yeah, no worries, you Christensen. I know it's definitely scary dealing with stuff like that. Don't ever worry about putting me on the spotlight like that. Because I know when stuff like that's happening, it's nice to just kind of vent about it. Do not worry. But I hope it all turns out okay. And I know it can kind of come out of nowhere and blindside you, especially as parents get older. You have over 40 hours and have not beaten this game yet. Spent 39 of those hours. No, it was 39 of those hours getting lost in the same game. And talking to Twitch chat sucks. And I've been neglecting the audio tapes. Look at all of this stuff. Look at all this stuff that I have not read because I'm trying to progress through the game. I just haven't read it. People are probably just like cringing. Some people can't even watch my playthrough because they see all these unread notifications and they're like frothing at the mouth like, why doesn't she read? Why doesn't she read the database? What was I doing? Prawn suit. Did I fully upgrade this? I got the drill arm, I got the grappling arm. I wanted to get the jump jet upgrade, but I couldn't get the nickel. Where can I get the nickel? Can't remember. I gotta like take the prawn suit on a fantastic voyage, and to do that I think I need to get the Cyclops. So, current objective, get the Cyclops. Anyone have any hints on where I could potentially find the hull blueprints for the Cyclops? Because at this point, I just want to make the damn thing. And I have no clue where they would be. And I know they're kind of randomly spawned in different areas, which makes it even more exciting. But I would like to find it. I'm pretty sure I didn't fully explore the area in front of the Aurora, so it could potentially be there just because that's like Primo Reaper country, and every time I go over there, I just leave because they get attacked. But it could be anywhere. I'm looking for the stasis rifle right now to see if I can make that. Computer chip and magnetite. I didn't get enough magnetite when I was in the cave that has all the magnetite. That's obnoxious. Alright, let's pin that. That is not helpful. Alright, we need basically a magnetite, and what's in a computer chip? Place closes at 8. There's only 3 order pickups in the 5 o'clock hour. In the 5 o'clock hour, we're done with this hour? Oh my goodness. Well, I hope the rest of your work night does not drag on, derp. This is the shrimpy person speedrun. Yeah, see you guys at GDQ. See y'all at GDQ. Computer chip. Computer chipu, where are you? I need that table coral and I need that copper wire. Have you managed to dry any of the ocean with the hairdryer? Not yet. Not quite yet. I'm working on it. We're getting there. We've managed to not electrocute ourselves yet, which is pretty good, considering we're, you know, putting around in the ocean with a hairdryer. But if I were a table coral, I would be right there. That's convenient. I think this table coral would learn to stop living right under my base, where I can just chop it up with reckless abandon. Cyclops are found on islands with lots of sheep. maybe the mythological Cyclops, but not the ship. This is not what I wanted. I have too much stuff in one tiny area. Too much stuff. Alright, we got the chippy. We gotta go back and get the magnetite, and then we can make a stasis rifle. And then we can play with the Reapers. And then we can get Cyclops. I think I can... Should I just take the prawn suit to go play with the Reapers? Because that could be fun too. I feel like I need the prawn suit and the stasis rifle, and then we're good to go. But otherwise, not so much. Tavra! How's it going, Tavra? Long time no see. How have you been? Thanks for the host. What were you playing, Tavra? Were you playing some Dark Souls? I think I saw you playing some Dark Souls recently. But yeah, how's it going? Welcome. We're just butting around. Oh, we're just butting around right now, trying to get some crafting material to make a stasis rifle to go toe to toe with some big nasty fish. You're playing some Dark Souls 3. What sort of run are you doing right now, Tavra? I haven't played Dark Souls 3 in forever. That game is so good. Finally get to stream it since you got a capture card? What capture card did you get? That's really exciting. So you're playing it on PS4 and then capping it to OBS? That's how I played it too, and it worked really well. That game actually runs pretty well on PS4. So I think most of the friends that I made, Soulsborne friends, play it on PS4. Still, not as many on PC. Alright, so we just need one magnetite. It should be a quick little scoot in here and get out, but it never is because I get lost. Oh. Vicious weapon. The magnetite, I just have like a blind spot. You know, you guys know I have a blind spot to everything, but the magnetite in particular, it just looks like a rock. It doesn't look like a valuable crafting material, so I just go right over it every time. So if you guys spot magnetite that I'm just like blowing right over, like, Shrimpy! Stop! See, like, these things aren't magnetite. These are other stuff. Usually it's good stuff, but it's not quite the stuff I need. You're doing a vampire run that Samus actually gave you? You don't have everything for the build, but you can see the benefits. Oh my god, is that the build that Samus always plays with the, is it the Farron Greatsword? The curved greatsword? Or the one that, that heals you when you hit? He loves that build so much. Ooh, I think we found one. I think we found one! And I'm gonna scan it, because apparently I haven't scanned it yet. You got an Avermedia card. Ooh, fancy. But yeah, I haven't heard anything bad about the Avermedia ones. I have an Elgato, and I have heard a lot of bad stuff about Elgato having issues after I got it, but I haven't heard anything bad about Avermedia. It's working out alright for you? Capture cards can be a little bit finicky sometimes. Oh. I wasn't even close. Maybe I was a little close. I was a little close. How do I get out? There's my base. There's the entrance. Get the fuck out. I should probably collect more magnetite while I'm down here, but nah. Oh, look. Look at this. Look at this. Be taking that. I'm always like 3 minutes behind the chat. I'm sorry. I don't know how people actually play a game and talk at the same time. That is kind of beyond me. After streaming for several years, I still can't do it. If I can't focus on everything at once, it's really hard. Those of you who don't stream should try streaming sometime and try to keep up with a chat that's somewhat active. I mean, my chat can be pretty slow at times and I still have trouble keeping up. It's bad. But I don't know how people like Quiddy. Quiddy always impresses me because he keeps up with his chat constantly and he's doing speedruns. But I guess if you speedrun the same game over and over again, you can kind of just autopilot the game for the most part and just keep up with the chat. Noelle! Congratulations! Oh my goodness. Noelle!
Congratulations.
Noelle, thank you so much for the 8-month in a row resub. Really appreciate it. Noelle, how you doing tonight? Noelle usually subscribes for himself, and then he gifts subs. He gifts a bunch of subs. He's gifted a lot of subs. I think. Right? He usually subscribes for himself. Thank you, Noelle. Thank you, thank you. How you doing tonight? I'm a little brain dead. I'm sorry. I'm like frazzled tonight. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's make a stasis rifle. Have we solved the underwater mysteries yet? Nope. Oh, I hit something. We have made a rifle, a stasis rifle, or we're working on making a stasis rifle so we can solve the mysteries of how to kill massive fish. If that counts.
Congratulations!
Oinimusha, rest in peace.
Congratulations!
R.I.P. Oinimusha. Noelle!
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Thank you for gifting a sub. The Scampy bot, even though it just brutally murdered Oinimusha. Thank you for gifting a sub. Even though Oinimusha's corpse is currently being devoured by werewolves and Yarnum, courtesy of Scampy bot. Thank you for gifting a sub to Scampy bot. Daggy survived. At least someone survived, I guess. Thank you. Now Scampy bot can officially do the hot break.